The government just announced something that's going to make certain dollar bills worth a lot more than face value, and most people are going to spend them without even blinking. Starting this June, brand new $100 bills are rolling off the presses, and these aren't ordinary $100 bills. They're going to look almost exactly the same as the one in your wallet right now. Almost. There's one thing on these new dollar bills that has never appeared on American paper currency in the entire history of this country. And if you know what to look for, some of these Trump bills could be worth serious money to collectors down the road. I'm going to break down exactly what's changing, which specific Trump bills you want to grab, and which ones aren't worth holding on to, because not all of these new $100 bills are equal. Not even close. Here's the deal. The U.S. Treasury just announced that President Trump's signature is going on all new U.S. paper currency, starting with the $100 bill in June, with other denominations following later in the year. Every new dollar bill printed from that point forward gets the Trump signature. This is a first. No sitting president has ever had their signature on American paper currency. Not Washington, not Lincoln, not any of them. The tradition since 1861 has been two Treasury officials, the Treasury Secretary and the U.S. Treasurer. That's it. 165 years of the same setup that just changed. On the new Trump dollar bill, his signature replaces the U.S. Treasurer spot at the bottom. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent's signature stays right where it is. And before you ask, no, Trump's face is not going to be on the $100 bill. There's a fake novelty bill floating around online from the 2024 campaign that has his face on it. That's not real. The actual new dollar bill looks just like what we have now. One signature swap at the bottom, that's the only change. Now, here's where I have to be straight with you, because a lot of people are going to get this wrong. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing produces billions of dollar bills every year. Billions. Dustin Johnston, Senior Vice President of Numismatics at Heritage Auctions, already weighed in on these new Trump dollar bills. His take is that the sheer volume the Bureau of Engraving and Printing puts out daily means most of these bills are going to be very common. So if you're thinking you'll grab any Trump signature $100 bill and retire on it, that's probably not how this plays out. But here's what most people aren't talking about. Common doesn't mean all of them are common. Within any dollar bill print run, there are bills that are genuinely scarce, and those rare dollar bills are the ones that we're going after. The first new $100 bills off the press in June carry the lowest serial numbers in the series. Collectors have always paid premiums for low serial number bills. Anything with a string of leading zeros is a conversation starter. If you crack open a fresh bank bundle and a dollar bill numbered 0000047 falls out, you don't want to spend that bill. Low serial number currency from a historic first-run print like this is exactly what serious paper money collectors look for. Watch for the star symbol at the end of the serial number. That marks a star note, a replacement dollar bill printed when a defective bill gets pulled during production. Star notes always come in smaller quantities than regular runs. In a sea of billions of common Trump signature dollars, a star note from the very first June 2026 print run is legitimately scarce. If you find a Trump star note, that's what you set aside. The series date on a Federal Reserve note tells you when the signature combination was first introduced. Since 1974, a new series year is issued every time a new Treasury Secretary takes office. The first Trump signature $100 bills will be Series 2026. That series designation, combined with a low serial number or a star note, is a meaningful combination for a paper money collector. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing operates two facilities, Washington, D.C. and Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth dollar bills carry a small FW marking on the face of the bill. Currency collectors specifically seek out FW notes as a distinct variant, and they tend to trade at a small premium over DC notes on the collector's market. When the new Trump $100 bills start hitting circulation, it's worth checking which facility printed yours. Bottom line, most of the new Trump dollar bills are going to be common, but scarce and common live in the same print run. Low serial numbers, star notes, Series 2026, Fort Worth facility, those are the 4 check boxes for any dollar bill worth keeping. If you want more on star notes, what makes certain paper currency worth serious money, I've got a full video on that. Links in the description. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. There's a lot happening with U.S. currency right now, and I'm going to keep covering it so you're informed. Thanks for watching.